Introduction. The World Wide Web is an exciting new medium bringing information, images, advertising, and whatnot to every desktop. Do you know that everything that you see on the web is documents written in a special language called HTML or hypertext markup language? This language tells the browser like Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer how to display text, pictures and links on the screen. History of HTML. Tim Berners-Lee, a physicist at CERN, the European Organization of Nuclear Research, devised a way in the late 80s and early 90s to share documents over the internet. Before that, internet communication had been limited to plain text using technologies such as email, FTP, that is file transfer protocol, and Usenet based discussion boards. This was in the form of a markup language called HTML, that is Hypertext Markup Language. Writing HTML documents. Before we start discussing HTML in details, it will be very good and useful for you to know about some basic terms related to HTML. And these terms are tag, element, and attribute, which work together to identify document parts and tell browsers how to display them. Tag. It is a keyword to specify certain kinds of formatting and display the content. A tag is written within angle brackets. So let us see one example. As per the definition, any keyword of HTML, if we write within angle brackets, it is called tag. So if I write HTML, so this is not a tag. But if I add the beginning and end angle bracket, so this becomes a HTML tag. Similarly, title tag, head tag. The main thing is to understand that any keyword of HTML written within angle brackets, then it is called tag. Next is your element. Elements represents one complete individual's component. An element has three parts: a start tag, a end tag, and content between start and end tag. So how we call that it is an element? Take example of title tag. Title, start tag, then here whatever content you want to give. In title tag, what happens, whatever you will write within title tag, it will show in the title bar of the window. When you will open the website, that HTML file, it will show in the title bar of the window. So let me write my channel name, Public Info Center, and end tag. So we end the tag in this way. Same we will write here, title, and just after opening angle bracket you add one forward slash. So this becomes ending tag, or we can say closing tag. So here title open, content written, title close. That means start tag, content, end tag. Here this is the starting tag, this is content, and this is end tag. So in element, it represents one complete individual components, means mixture of this start tag, content, and title tag together. All this total it is called element. We will call it title element. So finally, element means it is a combination of start tag, content as well as end tag. So combination of these three, we can say that this is a element, and here this is title element. Next is your attribute. Attribute means it allows us to add extra bit of information and appears inside the opening tag. Okay, so here head close. Suppose take example of body tag. This is a normal body tag. I have not written anything here. Okay, so attribute means along with this body tag, I'll add some extra information like changing the background color of the page, or changing or selecting different types of font style. So body space bg color equal to quotation mark open, and between this double quotation you will write bg color equal to suppose green. So here along with this body tag I am giving extra information, that is bg color, that I am giving instruction that background of the page should be green. And one thing you will notice here, any attributes while adding with any tag, you will use this double quotation mark. Within this double quotation mark only you will write, and before that you will write equal to also. Means normal format is your information, then it is equal to sign, then within double quotation your value. So this is about attribute. In HTML there are two types of elements, container and empty elements. The elements which requires a starting as well as ending tag is known as container element, and the element which requires just starting tag and no ending tag is known as empty element. So first let us understand container element. Here container means first we'll open the tag, like suppose HTML tag, then we'll write something between the content. Here will be your content, and you will close the tag. Means HTML tag is a container tag, because here both starting, middle content and end tag complete is there, so this is called a container tag. Another example, suppose to make any text bold we use b tag. So bold, this tag is used to make the text in bold. Okay, then b tag close. So this is called a container tag. The main thing you have to understand is that container tag requires both starting as well as ending tag. And in empty element what happens, some tags are there that doesn't require ending tag, it requires only just opening tag and it works. Like changing the line, that is br tag, we use this to give space between lines, break rule, br tag. So just we need to type only br tag, no need to open and close again. One more example, img, this tag is used to insert image on the web page. This is also require just opening tag, no ending tag. So these are some few examples to show about container element and empty element. So we have understood that in container element it requires both starting as well as ending tag, and in empty element it requires just opening tag.